Hello YouTube, this is Tammy Pie and I'm back with another video. This is Tarot March Madness, created by Crescent Dreams Tarot, and we are to the second bracket, the quarter finals. 8 winners will be battling for the final 4 spots. And then those final 4 will be 2, and we will hopefully by the end of the month get to the winner of Tarot March Madness. We shall see, people. We shall see. Meanwhile, today the battle will be between the Rhythm and Soul Tarot by Stacey Williams-Ng and the Aqua Maree Tarot by Alexa Maree Harrington. I believe both of these are widely still available, and they're both great tarot decks. So I'm going to slightly adjust the contest. I think I released yesterday or the day before a cardstock snob video, and so I want to discuss in the first game here why I like or dislike the cardstock, because actually both of these decks have really good cardstock, and these decks both have pretty dissimilar cardstock. The Rhythm and Soul has a very matte cardstock. The art shows beautifully, photographs beautifully. The backs are lovely. There's no gloss whatsoever to interfere with photography. The deck shuffles really, really nicely. Let's give you a little riffle here. Because, so it's got a great mix, bridges, because this deck the cardstock does have some bend, right? Bends back, hasn't seemed to bow or have any of those problems. The one drawback is the sharp gilding. Okay? The gilding looks nice, it's pretty gilding, but it is a little sharp. Let's do one more shuffle. Okay. The other slight drawback is it doesn't fan very well. Okay? It fans to a point, but not super well. And again, if I put some soap to it, that can be fixed. All right, so this is a little glossier, a little slipperier. Beautiful colors. Look at those backs. The art shines just really well. This one also shuffles really nicely. Get a great mix. Riffles back very easily. This one does not have the cursed gilding, and this one fans like butter. Okay? So for some people, this may be a problem because it is quite slippery. For me, that's a good thing. One more shuffle. Beautiful shuffle. Okay, for this game, I choose Aqua Maree. It's the gilding that is a problem here. And the fan, that's the one step beyond that I just really love. Okay, so the second battle, and again, I'm going to adjust this just so that, you as viewers do not get bored, okay? The second battle is I pre-chose 12 cards out of each deck that I felt were really made the deck, were unique to the deck. And I didn't put them in any kind of order, but I just wanted to go through them. I don't even know if I chose the same card in both decks or not, but it doesn't really matter. What I want to do is look at these cards and talk about why I think they're really unique and why they really describe the theme that is present in the deck. So, of course, with the Rhythm and Soul, let's just do this one deck at a time. I kind of wanted to do them both at the same time, but let's do it one deck at a time. With the Rhythm and Soul, the jukebox as the Wheel of Fortune is just such a beautiful visual and so perfect for a music deck. If you have ever sat in a bar or honky tonk or whatever and listened to a jukebox, it's a wonderful thing. And interestingly, with jukeboxes, the guys that ran the jukebox, that took the quarters out, that changed the music around, would come and put different songs in the jukebox, right? So the songs would kind of, I remember my mom bringing home 45s from the jukebox in the bar she used to work at. And so then that song wouldn't be in the jukebox anymore, right? You move on to newer songs. So it's really appropriate. The Preacher, also incredibly appropriate for a deck whose main characters, whose main theming are in the American South. This is their Hierophant. That's the guy. The Pawpaw and the Momo, but the Pawpaw here. I mean, he's perfect. He is the patriarch of the family. He does get the piece of chicken that he wants. Somebody does go out there and fill his lemonade glass. This is the Emperor. They're astonishingly beautiful. Okay, 7 of Roots. This would be the 7 of Pentacles. Very interesting that it's a stand-up bass here. Okay, stand-up bass is something that is... I used to listen to rockabilly music a lot, but even for soul music, for blues music, this stand-up bass, it seems like a simple instrument, but really it is kind of something that certain people are really good at making the backbone of a song. So very interesting. This Queen of Axes. Oh, God. Some of these cards are really heartbreakingly familiar to me. I can just imagine someone like Loretta Lynn with her old guitar that her dad gave her, up there on an outdoor stage in her finest dress. This little page of jazz. I mean, I believe when I originally went through this deck, I talked about how my youngest daughter is studying to be a music teacher. And it's a point of great pride to me that 4 out of my 5 children are musicians. This lovers, this honky-tonk lovers, you can see how at this point these two people have met in the club and everything else falls away, right? So good. And this 10 of blues, 10 of cups, you see the family all sitting on the porch, and that is really iconic in the American South. This moon card, again, I've been there, I've heard it, I've felt it. The fireflies are a little extra here. But, and also his foot tapping. I just think that's really special. Elvis's pink Cadillac. I mean, I really love this. If you saw, what was the Coen Brothers movie where they had the kind of hillbilly music, and yeah, the 3 sisters singing. And then this for Temperance Harmony. I just thought that this was so perfectly in theme and so deeply felt. So this artwork was really, really beautiful. All right. Let's look at Aqua Maree, which both of these decks, I had like a lot of favorite cards, and a lot of these cards carried great meaning to me. This one, King of Cups, as a native in a canoe with a turtle, and this is pretty deep for me. Aqua Maree does a very interesting thing. She takes different works of art and surrounds them in such a way that it really does make you understand the archetype she's trying to build. I have family that are cowboys, and this, even though this scene might seem kind of brutal, it's actually him medicating the animal so that it doesn't get sick. And it's really, really hard work and has to be done. So interesting as a Knight of Swords. This Ace of Wands, come on with the chalk. I work in soft pastels. This means so much to me. You see how this hand is so covered in pastel that you no longer see the skin? Been there, done that. This Hanged Man, the perspective is just astonishing. These guys on the side of a building, just in like this tiny edge, and then a diver, right? Crazy, so good. This Four of Pentacles is, this is one of those images that you can't forget once you've seen it. Very interesting. I mean, if you've ever held a fish, particularly a fish that isn't dead yet, and this Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, see the Monopoly money? The games that we play, right? This Nine of Wands. Again, very familiar bits and pieces of artwork that make you feel that, oh, just gotta press through. If we just press through, we're going to make it swimming in sand. Wow. Very interesting. This Five of Pentacles. I mean, that is a heartbreaking, rending scene of this child being held just by his shirt and his ears, basically, in a high place, waiting for help. This Seven of Wands. If you've ever tried to take a shoe away from a dog, yeah, and the rings in the fist is crazy. This is just a really, really interesting mind exercise. 10 of Cups. So you're looking at family photographs. You're looking at jewelry that's perhaps been repurposed, things that have been passed down. And you're listening to a Harley Davidson from next door. Because, yeah, everybody's got a right to be, right? Honestly, I wouldn't mind riding on it. He doesn't want me on his bike. Okay, this chariot, this image. Okay, so you see these guys hopping into the back of this truck. This, I think, is a helicopter or an airplane. And just this incredibly strong physical leg right here. Yeah, it's crazy. This star. Don't ask me why I love this, but I really love this image with all these different stars and water, and it just reads to me immediately star. I don't know how she did that, but it's pretty amazing. A lot of very emotional cards here in both decks. So it's very hard for me to choose one over the other, but I would say that as far as theming goes, Rhythm and Soul Tarot really does kind of take the day, because over and over and over again, she sticks with that same southern, soulful, very deep feeling in these paintings. And although I do get a lot of the feels from this one's a little deeper. Just a little. Honestly, these images are also incredibly deep. So we have one for Aqua Maree in cardstock, and one for Rhythm and Soul Tarot in favored cards. And let's go ahead and do a 5-card reading. I have moved the third game to a 5-card reading. We're going to do a bridge reading, which is we'll do one card here and one card here, and then we'll do 3 steps to get there. Okay? And for all 8, for all 8 decks, we're going to do the same reading. Unless, of course, we get a best 2 out of 3 in any of the other games, then we won't need to go to the reading. And to do the same question for all of them, I'm going to say, how will the new business work out? How will the new business work out? I have a family that have just entered into a business situation, and I'd like to see how this is going to work out for them. All right, so this is where we start. King of Axes. So this is King of Swords, right? So we've done a lot of study. We've checked it all out. We know where we want to go. We know what we want out of it. And this is where we begin, which is kind of amazing if you think about it. Where we want to end up, 9 of axes. Well, I don't know that we want to end up with nightmares, but we might want to end up with dreams, like other dreams we're trying to get to come true. Okay? So step 1, High Priestess, stick with your instincts. Make sure that when you think you need to do something, you do it. Page of Axes. Be sure that you have your ears open for those little messages, little things that you need to get done at the beginning of a business venture. And 3 of Roots. This is working together. Make sure that when you have gotten this business going, that you work with the people who make the business run. Okay? Good one. I like it. Okay, Aqua Maree. Same reading, same question. How is this business venture going to work out? Let's start with that one. Looks like it's going to happen quick, right? Interesting, another 9. 9 of Cups here. So it's going to make your wishes come true. All right, 3 steps in between. 2, 3. See what's going to happen here with this business. Oh, success. Like that. 6 of Cups. It's going to make you remember why you got into this in the first place. Okay. And Wheel of Fortune. Do not ever forget that wheel keeps turning. Okay. So it's going to happen fast, super successful, make you remember why you got into it. Things happen quickly, but it's going to make your dreams come true. Right? All right. So I actually kind of like the Aqua Maree reading better. Both were good, though. Both were good. What did you think? You know what? I'm going to call that a tie, and let's go to the tiebreaker again. I mean, both readings were really good, right? Neither one was hard to get. Are we ready? Yeah. Aqua Maree takes it. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. And she's going on to the next round. Stay tuned for the Pips versus the Inner Child next time on Tarot March Madness. And thank you for coming.